In this game, the physics are a little bit nerfed. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah. I just feel that, like, she couldn't do much of a hammer in this game.
Yeah.
And that there should have been a larger hitbox, like, a hitbox as in a larger, like, range of, like, radius, like, from hitting her hammer towards the other enemy. So, like, she doesn't have to stand very close to actually hit the enemy.
Kind of like the long hammer back in Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, I think we're going in another cutscene again.
Finally. I've been waiting so patiently for you to return, Princess.
Mephiles. Tell me, who is the Iblis Trigger? Why does he want to destroy the world?
Why does that matter to you? Unless you complete your task, your future will remain the same. Forever. He's currently at the terminal station. It's now or never if you want this.
Okay, I believe we are heading for the station. Isn't that right?
That is correct.
Yeah, so long lengthy cutscene, and I just wanted to point out that Eggman is riding a toaster. Didn't you see that as well?
You're riding a toaster?
Yeah, I think he's riding a toaster. Like, look at that design of the machine. I don't like. Do you think that was kind of modern, or I really think that they kind of went lazy with that and just built him a toaster. Like, he just pops up like he's egg fried now. I really get the joke now, Sonic 06. You wanted to do that to me.
Well, you know what? It's a possibility. I wouldn't put it past it. Eggman has really changed over the years where he's more comical instead of cynical, you know?
Yeah, but I think this was his last game that he was serious. Like, had that calm voice. Like, would you come with me, Shadow? Yeah.
Yeah, and get a load of this, Sonic.
We gotta talk about that in the other Let's Play when we do Sonic Adventure. But anyway, we are with Sonic 06, and we just bought another item, and I think it was the dash. So what does the dash do? Like, does it help us like maneuver fast around the stages, or does it help us with any platforming mechanics that would need it in the future?
It definitely helps out with platforming mechanics. I used it a couple of times to save my life. However, once you kind of master Silver's physics and the way he works in his stages, you really don't find yourself using the air dash anymore.
Oh yeah, cool. And what are all these crates all about? Is this another mission?
It is. It looks like well, I'm not sure. We've got another loading screen here.
Wow, we've just been past like 4 loading screens in the past 2 minutes, have we?
We have, but I believe... Never mind.
5. 5. Just count that. Just keep holding to that. I think 6 is coming around the corner.
Hey, it's a game. It has to load, right?
Yeah, but what like? I'm imagining this loading screen like you know the loading times on the PS1 games back before, or should I say Nintendo 64, or around that time. That's like the length of like the loading. Oh, another loading screen.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like it's the length of that loading screens on this game. Like any other game after that, like give me any game. Like, do you think that there was much loading screens that long that were taking this long, this from one path to the next path?
You mean like back in the PS1 era?
No, like after PS1 era. 'Cause, like there was lots of like loading screens in the PS1 era, so you can give credit to them for that because like they're loading. There was this building up new evolution back there with 3D games, but now it's like you'd be thinking that they got everything for 3D like in control and anything. Like they don't need to have problems for loading screens. So do you think there's any other game after the PS1 era that had so many loading screens?
Yes and no. As far as the amount of loading screens, me personally, I've never seen that before. The length in total, you know, I don't know if you've ever, if you remember Halo, that one was a ton of data and it was all cached to the hard drive. After it was cached, it was, you know, much smoother, of course. And then there was Tomb Raider, one of my favorite games, and that game took a while to load as well, pretty much on any console that you played it on. Except Dreamcast. Dreamcast, it did load pretty quickly, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Oh, okay. So we are with another action stage. Took us about 10 minutes to actually go to another action stage, Radical Train. So from beforehand with Sonic's Radical Train, it was very fast and like you have to catch up with the train. So are we trying to still catch up with the train, or are we trying to catch up to Sonic at this point?
Looks like at this point we're trying to just catch up with Sonic and kind of rendezvous with Eggman, Elise, and a surprise guest towards the end.
Oh, so the surprise at the end, is it the hint hedgehog?
Correct.
Awesome, man. Like, a point to add on to this notes of that, the mechanics of the stage, that platform. I find that they was experimented in some good way, but then executed like badly again. Like, it's the ideas that could have been done much more better. Like, as you see from the start of the stage, that there was boxes onto the little pulleys for the platforms, and you can actually climb across. Like, if there was a huge puzzle like idea that you had to maneuver across the pulleys, and you had to use his psychokinetic abilities just to place them onto another platform. You think it would have been much more better? Like I've seen right now, like with here, like trying to gain the access to the boxes would have been much more harder. I think would have been much more satisfying instead of just giving directly to the person.
I agree. You know, maybe even like having the boxes on the conveyor belt, and you know you have to catch them before they fall off or something. I think any kind of challenge would be accepted here because I'm all for challenge. It adds to the game. It makes the game.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I think that would have added a lot of depth to this stage.
Yeah, because like there's so much pulleys around the stage, and they could have done so much. It feels like it's like a repeated process. Like there's boxes on the crates, and then probably you just have to pull them off and then jump onto the next crate, and then like you have like a whole multiple enemy scenario. That now you have some cool moves now because we've actually brought a lot of stuff. But I was really considering the platforming part to be more puzzle based, because I did like what they tried to do with the ball puzzle, but again that wasn't executed like with a mixture, as I said beforehand.
Yeah, they kind of just kept it straightforward, you know, kind of like reaching the goal pretty much. Honestly, there weren't too many puzzles in this stage besides the pulley system and the boxes. You know, you don't see the little gimmicks like the 8-ball that we saw in the sand stage.
Yeah. And it's like I'm really starting to see what's Silver's gameplay now after like watching more of this. Like it's supposed to kind of be trying to control everything with the environment, I guess. but like they felt kind of lazy enough just to keep it adding boxes, random boxes around. Like imagine if okay, for this stage, imagine if you get to control the train with the psychokinetic abilities, like to time that when to go around the lanes. Like can you remember when in E1 and 2 Gamma stage in Sonic Adventure, when the second part is when you're in the train section and you're on aboard the train, and like the train is moving really fast. Like imagine if Silver can control the speed of the train and he can slow it down. Like it would have been more beneficial, like to his actual mission. Like if he slows down the train, he slows down Sonic. He slows down Sonic, he would get faster to actually find the Sonic.
You know, that is a very, very good point. In this particular stage, that would have been very unique, and because you know you don't really see that in games. There's a lot of games where you can use like psychic abilities, you can control stuff from a distance, you know, like X-Men or whatever. But you never really get to do big things like that, except in Star Wars. That one scene was awesome, but. You will see Silver do things like that in later stages where he moves like entire castles, and he'll be really interactive and he'll get to use the full potential of his powers. But like right here, he's running past the trains. How cool would that be to just jump on it and like control it? You know?
Yeah. Because like he could probably create different diversions, different lanes and tracks, instead of like being kind of like one-sided, like you have to follow this path like to go and reach your destination. Like that's like another thing, like multiple paths. Like they could have executed that greatly. Like instead of like separating the environment so largely out, they could have probably put more with the environment that you can do much more with Silver. Like you could actually reach the shortcut to the end here by probably going to the right path instead of like going straight forward and trying to defeat all these enemies.
Yeah, that would have been greatly appreciated for Silver's stages. Honestly, and I'm not being biased because Kingdom Valley is my favorite stage in this game for every character. And it's, to me, it's where Silver shines as well, because there's so much that he can do. He can create bridges, and we'll see that later, of course, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. But his potential wasn't really realized in this game, and that kind of leaves me begging for more, honestly, from Silver.
Oh yeah, definitely. I see so much potential, but they could have just. That's the thing. You have one
Looks
chance,
like I'm
and
on a roll.
you take it and you give it, like, and you need to get that positive reception, and this didn't come. This game really.
It did for some, and it didn't for a lot of other people. Some people just don't like Silver just because he is Silver. Others don't like him because of his voice, but me personally, I try to look past the voice acting because apparently they change every 3 years anyway. But he's a good character. He has a very good background. It's just that he needs to be developed a little bit more.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we're gonna take a break here for this episode. And for the next time of this Let's Play of Sonic 06, I believe we're going to tangle with a blue hedgehog that's running twice as fast, or should I say, 1,000 or million times faster than Silver, of course. And thanks again, TK, for being a guest. Thanks for the gameplay of Death 238. Thanks for the Avo support, sithwarrior 26. And thanks for you guys for watching. And bye.